It was the hidden camera show of its generation.
Hello? No, I'm in an art gallery!
Many of the gags have now become classics. They were all made by just Dom Joly and his co-creator Sam Cadman behind the camera.
Trigger Happy TV was the most unplanned, punky, amateur thing ever. An average Trigger Happy day would be me going into the office in Charing Cross, meet Sam, we'd think about what we were going to do, couldn't think of anything, go out for quite a long lunch, and at lunch we'd suddenly think, milkman, we haven't done a milkman. So then we go to a costume shop, get a milkman costume. So about 3 o'clock, we're thinking, right, and we start driving around London. It took so long. Every Trigger Happy show, a series, took a year to film.
Hi. Do you want any help? Hey? Do you want any help? No, I'm all right. I'll be done in a sec.
It was often the very definition of guerrilla filming. This famous scene was the very first one that they shot for the series.
We'd been given £1 million to make this show, and we had no idea what we were going to do. And we just were starting to panic. And we were coming down Finchley Road, and I saw this bathroom display shop. And I said, Sam, I know what I'm going to do.
Do you mind?
And instead of saying, get out of my shop, he just reacts in such a weird way and just sort of walks off shaking his head. And it was at that moment I thought, I think we can make this show. People behave really weirdly when weird things happen. It was a very, very unplanned, organic, random thing. And I think that's somehow maybe why it stood the test of time. I don't know, it's just real.
And of course, the famous prop you may have noticed creeping into our shot in Dom's library, yes, it is that phone.
I literally remember the moment where my life changed. And it was the first show went out on the 14th of January 2000. And it went out on the Friday night, in between Friends and Frasier. And then I was on a train from Oxford to London on the Monday morning. And that ringtone went off because everyone had it. It was the Nokia ringtone. And no one knew I was on the train. 3 people stood up on the carriage and went, hello, I'm on the train. And it honestly just completely blew me away. I just thought, everything's changed and I don't know what the rules are. It was very strange.
Well, now, 25 years on, Dom is hitting the road with a celebration of Trigger Happy TV that opens in Birmingham on the 7th of October.
And so I suddenly thought, well, maybe I should do something just to celebrate it to the 25th, because it was something I'm proud of. And so we started talking, Sam and I, and then we thought, should we just try? Because we were offered ages ago a massive tour. And we thought, how do you tour Trigger Happy? Because it's with members of the public. And so we thought, well, actually, let's just do an evening or 4 evenings where we just celebrate the show. And I'm playing clips and I'm talking about the stuff that went wrong, behind the scenes stuff. There's some old characters come on. There's surprises on the audience. It's just going to be fun, really. We found some old tapes of just 8 hours of me on Wimbledon Common dressed as a womble having a nervous breakdown, littering, and just all the stuff that goes wrong. And so we're showing bits of that.
So with renewed interest in the show now, could you make it today? Well, Dom's not ruled it out.
The big issue I've discovered with filming stuff now is that in the old days, I would film it and that was it. You know, we'd edit it, put it out on telly. Let's say I did The Snail Crossing the Road, one of my favourite ones now. You'd have about 40 people whip their mobile phones out. They'd film it. They'd put it up online. It would go viral on someone else's YouTube channel. We did The Traffic Warden in London, and we'd sort of done this car. We'd given 4 clamps on it and put 50 traffic tickets on it. People were coming up, taking selfies in front of it. And I was like, I know this is legal, but you're stealing. I'm kind of a content provider for your feed. So that is a very different dynamic now. So if I did anything more, I'd have to work out how to do it in areas where people don't have mobile phones. Or maybe that's part of it now. Maybe almost those people are getting a little bit of the picture, but not the whole show. And actually that's great advertisement for what I'm doing. I don't know, but that is a different thing. The problem why I might not make a new Trigger Happy is just my kids. Like they went through quite a lot when they were younger with me being me. And I don't think, just the idea of your dad like donning the squirrel costume again, but I'm tempted.
So a quarter of a century on, Dom's looking forward to paying tribute to a show that he loved making, revealing the truth behind Trigger Happy with plenty of surprises along the way.
Yeah,